Hey everybody, Mark Johnson here, founder and creative director of Able Abe Studios, back again with another episode of For the Love of Monday, episode number 35. So yeah, I hope everyone is off to a positive and productive week. You know, time to rise and grind. You gotta grind before you can shine. So hope everyone's off to a straight start. I know for myself it's gonna be a busy week. I got some things that I was able to complete last week that now I got some open space there to kind of fill with some new projects, as well as I think I also have an interview later this week, and just kind of keep writing. I'll keep on my writing progress, and keep reading. Always got to be put yourself in a position to keep learning. As Warren Buffett says, the more you learn, the more you earn. So keep learning. You always got to keep building your skills. Keep learning. Keep learning. So today's article is entitled "How to Reinvent Your Career." It's difficult sometimes when you're transitioning a job, or even a career, or even just transitioning into a new project or whatever it may be. Sometimes it takes a little bit of risk that comes with it. Maybe a lot of risk. Let's just say that. Maybe a lot of risk. Because you're concerned that you're maybe making the wrong decision. Maybe you're making the right decision. But at that point, it's kind of hard to tell, if this decision is going to be, fruitful down the line. But whatever the case is, when you're at that stage where you're thinking about reinventing yourself, it comes down to choosing the right direction to go. And sometimes it's just a matter of choosing it now and then seeing how it pans out and making sure that you do the steps to make sure it pans out well. So in today's post, I'm going to review these about five different points or tips that they shared in this article, and hopefully they can be benefit to you. I know they have been benefit to me, just in the sense of my own career, my own adventures, helping me find some kind of direction and kind of even help. So let's get started. So the number one way on how to reinvent yourself is to decide what you want to do. In a sense, make a decision. Just because you toiled away as like an ad exec or an editor doesn't necessarily mean that your whole life down to retirement has to go along that path. If you want to change a career, you can do that, but at a certain point you got to decide what it is and what direction you want to go into. So the number two way on how to reinvent your career is to establish a time frame. Understand that once you made that decision, to make a career change or a career transition, it's going to take some time. So, be able to understand the time frame and then also be up to doing research to find out the best direction for you to go into. So the number three way on how to reinvent your career is you got to get some guidance. Hopefully you're lucky enough to kind of already have people around you that can help you in this new career path. If you're not, maybe you want to start networking with people within your industry or within the industry that you want to go toward. Another way you can do this is kind of through informational interviews. You can find those on the internet. You can find those through interviewing people that you look towards, or you can find those on, like I said, on the internet. I know YouTube has a great source of interviews with people who are influential, who can give you great advice. So you can use that as a resource as well. And maybe even at a certain point, you may want to find a potential mentor to kind of help you on this new career path. So the number four way on how to reinvent your career is build new skills. In a sense, you want to be always learning, like I mentioned earlier, but at the same time, you always want to be taking stock of the skills that you've learned within the career that you've already been working in to kind of see if they can align with some of the new things that you want to do in your career, or that the career that you're searching to develop and be part of. So the fifth and final way on how to reinvent your career is you got to be flexible. You got to understand the game, that if you're going to take a new career path or a new position, that you may have to start out at the lowest rung compared to where you were at your previous career or your previous job. But that's not to mean that you won't be able to, rise through the ranks. Take it in a sense as a challenge towards yourself, and make each step that you take up the ladder a little bit as a milestone moment, showing yourself that you can do it, that you are versatile enough, and that you are resilient enough to continue and be more successful than you were in your previous career. And at the same time, this challenge that you're building is going to build within yourself, a new confidence and also a sense of accomplishment as you attain the goals that you have set for yourself. And at any point, reinvention is scary, no matter if it's a career path, project that you're working on. In a sense, reinventing yourself to be prepared for what it takes to do the work and be successful in this new career path is scary. So let's kind of be real with that. But I think at the same time, the challenges that it's going to create within you, like I mentioned, is going to make you that much more confident and that much more resilient and be able to tackle anything that comes your way. So just kind of be mindful of that and understand that reinvention is part of the game. It's part of the process of becoming a better person. So there you have it, the top 5 tips on how to reinvent your career. I hope they've been helpful to you. I think it's been helpful to me. And doing these videos has been helpful to me because it helps reinstill these points and these things in me, because I'm learning them double, because I'm learning them as I'm kind of like reading the article, but at the same time I'm learning them because I'm sharing with you. And hopefully it can be helpful to you in some way. And so if they are, definitely give this video a thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing with the channel, definitely subscribe. And if you want to share with me with any of these tips resonating with you and what you're going through, maybe you are in a position of hopefully reinventing your career, or maybe there's other things that these tips can be helpful to you, because reinvention is kind of, in a sense, the name of the game. So if they are, definitely leave me a comment in the comment box below which of these tips that were in a sense resonate with you, and hopefully we can start a conversation back and forth, because I will definitely reply to all the comments that I get on any of my videos. So like we always do at this time, have a blessed day. See you on the flip side. Let's go.